I love chronographs and I love moon phases. Today combines both of those complications in one watch, and it's affordable. Not only that, it also has a heritage. I'm talking about the Seagull 1963 Legacy. This is a new limited edition that they just recently came out with, and I have one hands-on to show you guys. So, without further ado, let's flip the camera and take a look at a very affordable and very handsome mechanical chronograph with a Moonphase. I love chronographs, and for some reason I really love chronographs with moon phases. So when Seagull reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to feature this watch here on my channel, I absolutely wanted to, because I think this is actually a very good looking watch. Also, it's getting a pretty interesting movement inside. This is an affordable chronograph with a moon phase, and it's powered by an ST19. The ST19 in this is swan neck regulated. You get a column wheel, and I think, now I've been trying to look at this, but in very close detail, it does look a little bit nicer than other Seagull 19s that I have seen, but that could just be me. I am not 100% sure. This one looks a little bit cleaner and just a little bit nicer finishing on the movement, in my opinion. But I'm not sure if that's actually the case. It could just be my eyes, and my eyes are going because I am getting pretty old. This has a silver salmon hand dial. In different lighting, it changes colors. You get a moon phase, like I was saying. That moon phase is lumed. I think it's the only lumed element on the dial. You have applied indices. Those are in rose gold tone. Those go really well with the dial because the dial is sort of a vintage color, is what I would say. And then you have heat blued steel hands. So these are heat blued, they are not chemically blued. Although there are chemically blued screws in the movement, these hands are heat blued. So they do make a point of that, and obviously that is nice. You have stick hands on here. One is thick, one is thin, hour, minutes, and then you have a running chronograph seconds that's in red. You have that red star at the 12 o'clock, and you have a minute track that goes all the way around the dial. That is in black. The sub-registers are slightly sunken, and those have a slight pattern on them as well. I believe the hands on here are also heat blued, although I'm not 100% sure. That doesn't say that on their website. However, they look very, very similar to the hours and minutes, so I would imagine those are heat blued as well. This watch is in celebration of Chinese watchmaking, the anniversary of them creating a chronograph. So it's the 70th anniversary. I believe they started in 1955, and this is now the 70th anniversary. So they have decided to come out with this, which is the Seagull 1963 Legacy. That's what this is called. It's a limited edition of 1,500 watches, which I would imagine will sell pretty quickly because you are getting a lot for that money. I think the first 500 people who order the watch get some sort of blueprint booklet with it, and then you are also getting a really nice case with this. It's a travel case, something that you normally don't get from a brand like Seagull. It's pretty cool. I think the packaging is really nice on this watch. I guess that's basically what I'm trying to say. Also, a beautiful strap on here. It's like a honey brown leather strap. It's a suede leather, somewhat of a generic buckle, but it is signed with the star on there, but it is a pretty generic buckle. And when you flip it over, you can see the movement. Now, this is probably the best part about this watch. The dial is beautiful, the setup is beautiful, but as usual with the ST19, it's always nice to look at it because it's a good looking movement. And it's a hand wound movement, so you get to interact with your watch. It's a really great affordable chronograph movement that was based on a Venus movement, which would eventually be absorbed into Valjoux. So this is very similar in architecture to those vintage Valjoux and vintage Venus movements. Venus was somewhat high-end also. You're getting a column wheel in here. You can actually see the column wheel. It's really good looking. It's fun to look at. It's fun to just take it off your wrist and flip it over and look at the movement. it's really not that bad to look at. On my calipers, this measures in at 39.5 millimeters wide. You have around a 45.7 millimeter lug to lug. And then the thickness is around 14 millimeters thick, just over 14 millimeters thick. But that is including the boxed sapphire crystal on the front. And then you also have a display case back, which does add to the width overall. And I believe you're getting 50 meters of water resistance. On my wrist today, I have my Vulcane Skin Diver Chronograph. This is a watch that they recently came out with. I think this is just a really good looking watch as well. Very vintage inspired, very similar to the watch that we're looking at today, except it costs about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times the amount as the watch that we are looking at today. And it doesn't have a Moonphase, but I would still say that this is a very good watch for the price. It's just a little bit more expensive than the watch that we're looking at today. And there it is on my 7.5 inch wrist. Again, this is a 39.5 millimeter watch with a 45.7 millimeter lug to lug and around a 14.3, 14.4 millimeter thickness, including that sapphire crystal. It's a hand wound chronograph. The Moonphase is actually controlled by a hidden pusher right here, and this operates like any other chronograph that you would operate. That's really it. Push that top chronograph pusher again and get it going. The Moonphase is loomed. We're going to do a lume shot. I believe that is the only loomed element on the dial, but we will check it out either way. Price on this watch is $568 on their website right now. And again, if your first 500 ordered, I believe you're getting a little book with it as well. You get the packaging no matter what. I would assume you're getting that leather travel case that they're giving no matter what. Really good looking watch, especially for the price. The Moonphase, that full moon is loomed. Let's do a quick lume shot. Well, there you go. The only element that is loomed is the Moonphase. It is nicely applied with lume. You can see some stars that are loomed as well. All in all, I think it's a great package. I wish there was a little bit of lume on at least the hand so that you could see your watch is working in the dark. But other than that, that's really my only complaint about this watch, especially considering the price. There aren't many watches out there for under $600 that you can get a chronograph with a Moonphase that has history, that has actual heritage. So pretty cool watch for the price, and it's really nicely made. It's really nicely finished. Overall, a really nice watch in hand. So if you've ever felt one of these, you know they're actually nicely made. And especially if you're getting the ones that are directly coming from Seagull, like this one. It's just a little bit nicer than everything else that you've seen featuring this movement. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this watch? What do you think of the Moonphase? I want to hear what you guys have to say, what you guys think. Tell me down in the comments section below. I will add a link to this watch down in the description. If you're interested, definitely check it out. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. That's really it. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.